All right. Good evening, everyone. Ryan here again. Time for some whiskey and washers, and we've got a pretty special treat today. I got Castle and Keys Restoration Rye. According to the bottle number, this sucker just came out across the United States. I'm sitting on bottle 1454, batch number 3. We got a 3-year age statement on it. And if you can read that, try to be steady. Castle and Key restored the historic Old Taylor Distillery. One of the best there is, E.H. Taylor Distillery. And these guys got it up and running again. So, you know what? Let's check this dude out. And let me set you down. I have no idea how much. We just got this in this week. And I don't know if our distributors got any more or not, but I know Sam's and Baser's got a few bottles left. I did a tasting on it last night and dang near sold it out. But that's a pretty pour. That's a pretty poor pour. A poor pour? That's only like 2-3 throws up and down the washerboard. There you go. There we go. Now we're talking. All right, there you go again, Castle and Key. We're looking at a, we're selling it for $42.99. Ooh-wee. Look at that sucker. Man. All right, let's check it out. Ooh, that is nice. That is nice. Let me grab my washers. We got a 3-year age statement on that dude. I think it might be their first release of any whiskey or bourbon. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it is. So all I was able to get was the rye. I'm assuming the bourbon will be out here pretty dang soon, since this is 3 years, so. Woo-wee. That's pretty damn smooth. 106 proof. God, it goes down nice and easy. Woo. No complaints about that, that's for sure. You can probably hear the wind a little bit. We're pushing about a, I don't know, maybe a 3 or 4 on the Stillwell meter. 2 in for 6 points, 4 on the outside. That'll give me 10. So my apologies if you're getting a lot of wind on the video, but hey, you can only do what you can do with the elements around. We're throwing into the wind this way, with the wind the other way. See if we can knock some of these in. Hopefully you caught some videos I posted last week. We had a big Memorial Day party down at Skippy's. And got to record some games. Had a good old time, drank a lot of whiskey. So, yay Skippy's. That's for sure. Hold on, I don't know if yeah, I got all the washers. All right, let's throw these. Not enough oomph on those against the wind. Well, we're gonna have to get that ironed out real fast because that was poor. Watch how many of these stupid things ended up short. like all of them. I got 2 on. I mean 7 just right here in short. So against the wind, I like to, god dang, every time I say that, I think of that stupid song, Against the Wind. When I'm throwing against the wind, I like to, I don't even know I started doing this, but what I'll do is I'll end up throwing a little higher washer. It comes in a little flatter instead of, I like to kind of throw with a little point down for a little softer landing. But when you're throwing against the wind and you've got a little tilt on it, man, that sucker, as you saw from my last throws, the wind really catches it, knocks it down, and harder to be consistent. So we'll have to adjust to that for sure. So hold on, little dog shot. Oh, he's so cute. He's just chilling over there, watching daddy make a fool of himself, but he's used to it. Definitely shooting better going with the wind right now. I mean, the one throw against it, I guess. I think there was 1 in, yes sir, and 3 on. That's only 6. And that's freaking brutal. Restoration rye, not brutal. Just absolutely great flavor. Not overpowering by any means, even at 106 proof. I wish I knew more about it. I actually had a guy come in, Sam's, last night, and he has already been to the distillery out in Kentucky. He was on the Bourbon Trail. He said it was fantastic. So I guess if you're ever out that way, you need to check him out. The rumor I'm kind of hearing about them is they're going to have some special stuff coming out this winter, actually. So stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to have to get my hands on that. So man, I'm really enjoying it. Hopefully you can tell. I feel like the more lip smacking I do, kind of like that, you can tell the better I'm enjoying the bourbon, or rye in this case. Beautiful. All right, let's see what we can do against the wind here. Against the wind. Wow. Man, really got to hold that follow through too. Really about the only adjustments I make with my throw is my follow through. I try to keep my backswing the exact same every time. 2 in for 6 points. Those are not going to count. A little raise of the board, yeah, not even close. So that's the only adjustment I'm really going to do, just to try to, I guess, hold on to the washer just a tick longer. Try to get a little flatter, a little more height. You can drop that sucker right in the middle. That's the goal. Let's adjust this a little bit. So, yeah. And then with the wind, my release point will be a little lighter, a little lower, I guess. Not lighter, lower. Let that wind take it just right there in the middle. So, at least that's the goal. Man, I'm telling you what, you like a rye, a good rye, you gotta try to get your hands on this. It's amazing how little spice it leaves on the mouth. Like you're not really getting the tingly. God, at 106 proof, it's amazing how they can do that. But I'm glad they did. Well done. Well done. And the flavor's just all encompassing all over the mouth. Just absolutely gorgeous. Well, that is really poor. I actually have thrown some. You can't tell by the sound. Good. Well, got a couple there on throws 7 and 8. Definitely not impressive. Neither was last weekend. Holy cow. And we got 9 there. 2 in the middle, 3 on the board. Yeah, hopefully you watched some of my matches. I was able to post 10 games. I think I played in 8 of them, 9 of them maybe. Shoot, I think I ended up losing 2. Dusty beat me, my buddy. And old Brian Hackelman beat me one-on-one as well. Shit, he beat me teams too. Whew. It wasn't a great day throwing the watchers, but I'll tell you what, everything else about it is just so much fun. Appreciate everybody coming out, join the beautiful Skippy's party. I'll give you a little peek of Skippy's on my next walk down there. You can kind of see it from here. All the leaves and the trees make it a little more difficult to see here in the first weekend in June. So, all right, at least double digits this round. I'm in my own head. Those are just all right on line, which is so frustrating, but a little short, as you'll see again. It just feels so good. All right, 1 in, 3 on. That's 6 stupid points. Yeah, they're coming off good. I got something to prove today too. Goodness sakes, with all that losing I did last weekend. And I'm playing way more than everybody else I'm playing against. I play way more frequently than they do. But, oh well. You can't win them all. I mean, nobody wins every game they play. I guess a chess master might. But, yeah, check those out. I got them all posted from last week. Watch actual games in action. See, this is the way I need to start making them all. That should have been a lot better round than it actually was. Pretty good round though. I don't even know. 4 in the middle maybe? Let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 on the outside. That's 13 points. So, but it was kind of awesome. So you got to watch my dad throw last weekend. Posted some videos of him playing. I mean, the master himself, the inventor, I guess his nickname should just be King Washer. But we haven't really come up with one for him. Him and Hackelman had a nice duos win. You can check that out. Played a lot of newbies. What's great about this game is it's pretty easy to pick up. Doesn't matter how you throw it. You saw my friend Dusty throwing back spinners, and everybody's got a little different technique for the most part, and it's just fun. No matter to the skill level. Just a great game to play while you're drinking, standing outside. Woo! Wind's picking up. Let me get a little closer. Yeah, wind's picking up big time. That's a gust and a good 6 or 7 on the scale. We're not afraid of it though. Let's throw, baby. Wow. Yep. The wind's in my head. What can I say? Look how short that stupid one is. God, that's a good few feet, that back. 1 and 3 on. That's a unworthy 6 points. But what are you gonna do? Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're just gonna throw more. 3, 6, 9. Oh, I forgot. Okay. So that's my brother's house. That barn right next to the tree way down there, that's where Skippy's is attached to. You gotta check out those videos. Skippy's is absolutely fantastic. Love it. Nothing better than an outdoor bar in the country. Yeah. Just get to raise all the hell you want. You don't have to worry about anything. It's freaking great. All right, here we go. Let's get a little more cooking here. We'll get 13 last round coming down this way. Should be able to do that again. Ah. See, with the wind, in my opinion, is obviously going to be a little easier. I feel like you can just kind of let it, throw it out there, get it on a good line, and it's going to eat. Oh, we got 4 in the middle. Yeah, those 2 are right on top of each other. There you go. 4 in the middle, 2 on. That's not bad. 14 points. I mean, I ain't gonna brag about it, but three, 6, 9. We got them all. I need a little water, refresh the palate. None better drinking with water with whiskey. And then I don't mean in your whiskey. I'm just talking. God, you clean that palate off. It's like a brand new drink. Oh yeah. So I think the closest thing I can come to it, looking at other bottles, the Willet is kind of in the same range, flavor-wise. The Michter's single barrel rye, barrel proof, I think comes in usually around 110 or something. Kind of similar flavors. But I feel like the ryes have such a... The ryes vary from bottle to bottle, brand to brand, usually more than a bourbon does. But there is an asterisk with that because shoot, I don't know what it is now, but when I was selling years ago, maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago now, God, like 60-70% of all the ryes were coming out of Indiana. And so brands were just buying them because they couldn't do a good rye. Well, shoot, a lot of those are going to have similar features. But Restoration Rye, with their own distillery, they're making their own, and man, it's good. God, I'm assuming, I'll have to look into this, but I'm assuming Willet Rye is also doing their own. You're getting kind of similar flavors, similar sensations in the mouth, kind of lighten up the same zones on the tongue and the cheeks and everything. So I would assume Willet's aging their own ryes, but I'll have to look into that more. But I know Restoration is, and damn it, you're into ryes, I'm telling you, go get a bottle of this. It is damn fine. Damn fine. And it hasn't, like I said, I'm sitting on, what was it, bottle 1,454, so not much has been distributed across the United States at this point, so ask your local liquor store, whoever you get your booze from, see if they can get it in, because I would recommend it. God, $42.99, whew, I don't know what it cost across the country, but man, for a ride like this, I buy this every day, man, every day. All right. Well, this wind is ridiculous, so you really gotta, I mean, as I'm just kind of tossing the washer in the air, I mean, in just that little amount of air time, the wind's touching it, picking it, moving it. So this is a good expert level today with this wind. Let's see if we're an expert. Not really. God, and the wind died down pretty nicely on the last half of those throws. And still didn't get a whole lot going on. What, 1 in, 3 on? That's 6 points. So you can tell by the points I'm scoring against the wind. Against the wind is a little harder, a little more difficult, a little more skill involved. And I'm not showing any skill. Dang it, I'm missing one. Missing the washer. I guess this is short. Ooh, I bounced one left off the top. Nope, oh, there it is. See it? Everybody sees it. I got you, stupid washer. But this way, man, I'll tell you what, with the wind, here we go. I'm gonna knock some in. Secret is concentration, focus, and whiskey too. Oh, the nose on it is just amazing too. I love it. Stupid Restoration Rye. So where would we rank it? I've done the Pikesville Rye, Willet Rye, Limousine Rye. I think that might be all the ryes I have posted on. Woo. I'm gonna have to think about it. It's up there. Definitely up there. Way long. Gotta kind of set it in there. Just like that. picking up. You hear it? Look at the trees. They're blowing pretty good. It's a good steady wind today. I think we're gonna, 10 on the board, 2 in, 4 on. I think we're gonna raise this to maybe I'm gonna give this a 6.5 on difficulty of wind today. Definitely influences the washers. Because the gusts are heavy. It's also steady. But it's amazing what a couple miles per hour, when you're going with and against the wind, makes it a little each side is so tremendously different throwing. Against the wind, you got to really push it, fall through, get a good backswing. With the wind, man, you just let that sucker put it on the right trajectory and you're going to have good results. I'm already getting low on this. Look at that. That's all that's left. If you can't tell, super, super enjoyable. All right. Definitely gonna have to pour myself some more. Beautiful. Mid-afternoon here in Stillwell. It's a good 4 o'clock breeze. There we go. Birds are still out full force. You just can't hear them as well. Most of them usually end up as you're looking to the right here. And the wind's blowing so hard you just can't hear them. So you can hear a few the direction we're looking right now. So I've got, I do have some bird information. Let's hear about it. So it's amazing. So I got Blue Jays, Cardinals, Orioles, some little blackbird. I don't know what that is. But I'm definitely learning their calls. What bird makes what noise. I mean, if you can hear birds right now, I definitely couldn't tell you which one's which, but so the progress is slow. At some point, I'd love to be able to tell you, yeah, mockingbird. Oh, that's the old oriole. See, I kind of think that is the oriole. They have a great call. It's so fun. So unique. See, there it was. I think they're in that tree directly in front of you. You can kind of hear it. At least I can. You might be able to as well. Definitely, if you hit the board, I feel like it's easier to make it stick when you're against the wind. 1 in and 5 on. 5 on. That's a solid 8. And solid, I use that term very loosely. But yeah, against the wind, so your washer is going to come in a little softer because going against the wind, dang it, against the wind, that definitely makes it, slows your momentum down, you know? So, landing a little softer. Now with the wind, you're less likely to stick them on the board because that wind's pushing them. You're getting more forward momentum. And then you end up, shoot, back of the board's only 3.5 inches tall, so you're bouncing a little higher than that. Well, shit, it ain't staying on. Man, I feel like I can post a pretty big number going with the wind though today. Just gotta get that direction down. Well, we got 1 in, 4 on. Nice scatter of the board there. That's 7 points. Pretty dirt poor, horrible. But that's why we're out here. We're practicing. We're getting better. All right, 369. That's Patrick Mahomes. Oh my God. Can't believe he's the quarterback of the team I root for. But yes, Cam, practice is the precursor to winning. And that is definitely ad lib. Not a direct quote. But it is. You practice like you play in any form of life. So, good water, refresh. So, practice hard, play hard. That's what it comes down to. Man, during the winter, cools off a little bit, football's playing. It's probably all I'm going to talk about is the Chiefs. Been a fan, grew up here my entire life, 46 right now, so lived through the just brutal 80s. Just brutal. 90s solid. Marty Schottenheimer. He did a good job in the 90s. Playoff team most years. Didn't have the quarterback, so you couldn't say we were ever a favorite to win it, but we were always there. Got to the number 1 seed a few times. And then 2000s. I don't know what you call the 2000s as a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Good teams. You have the Dick Vermeer era with Trent Green and a lot of weapons. Priest Holmes, the O-line. Super fun to watch. Couldn't stop anybody. Then Andy Reid shows up. We're going to skip those few years with Romeo and Todd Haley. Those were brutal. Because Andy Reid shows up. We had 2 wins the year before he shows up. We've been a playoff team, I believe, 9 out of 10 years with him. It's a golden age of Chiefs football right now. You had pockets of winning. In dang near every decade, 80s might be the exception, but this is it, man. I check YouTube for Patrick Mahomes videos and stats and legacy all the time. So, yep, pretty amazing. Of course, I'm also a Royals fan, so it evens out. It evens out. Had a couple good years, 14, 15, couple back-to-back World Series. World Series finishes, won it all in 15, lost in 14. So, kind of fun to be a fan in the Kansas City area. So, all right, wind's blowing. We're going to throw 9 of these. Let's see if we can get enough distance this way. Again, it's hard to see him. I watch all the videos. It's hard to see exactly where the throws end up. 2 and 4 on, that's 10 points. But if you can tell, had a few washers hit right here on the front. They ended up right there. You're going with the wind. Those suckers ain't gonna stay on there typically. So there's a bonus effect going with and against the wind. I'm missing one. Harder to make them going against the wind, but they're easier to stick on the board to give you a point. With the wind, way easier to make them. A lot harder to get the 1-pointers on though. Harder to get them to stick. So that's what I'm dealing with today. I really only hit 10 points a few times, which is just an absolute shame. Way long. And the direction that I can actually put up some good numbers didn't this time. 1 in, looks like 5 on. Let's move that a little bit. There you go, 5 on. That's 8 points. Today, not even close to averaging 1 point per throw. Had a few good rounds of, well, good rounds. Had a round of 14. Quite a few double-digit 10-point rounds, but for the most part, it's been a struggle today. It has been. But if you're playing teams one-on-one, you can get your throw down a little bit better because you're just throwing one direction. And if we're throwing with the wind to the side, I think that's a bigger challenge because it really does, going side to side, if you're not throwing a good washer that's flat, man, it'll really push that washer for sure inches, if not close to a foot, in the direction the wind's blowing. So you either got to be really flat so it's not affecting it, or you either just got to throw a washer that's gonna swim about 8-10 inches with the wind and adjust for it. Both of those easier said than done, as you can tell by my 4 washers throwing today. Pretty solid round. Pardon me, I had to get a little water in me. I think I got 2 in, 4 on for 10. Sure did. You see him. You know, 10 against the wind isn't too bad. Over a point a throw, I mean, look, I'm trying to get to 21, so we're looking for more than 2 points a throw. So a point a throw is pretty bad. It's about half what the goal is. But the elements do have a factor in everything. Ooh. Well, that was pretty good. All those had a chance. Either rimmed out or 5 in. That's 15 points. Yeah. Hard to argue with the wind is just so much easier. Because I'm fighting to get 1 point per throw against the wind. With the wind, I've been in the double digits, 12 to 15 range a few times, 15 the max. I've hit 13. Ooh, we got a bird. We got a bird right in the back. See it? Right behind the drink holder and that post. Yeah, they enjoy a good washer. They're probably smelling the whiskey too. Man, it'd be fun to have senses like an animal. Because my dogs definitely enjoy the smell of whiskey. They sure do. God, and I can't imagine what they're smelling. It's got to be fantastic. Way more potent than what I can smell with my little amateur human nose. But man. All right. God, just had 5 in. Let's throw some in this way. Well, that was brutal. Gotta be great if you could just see what I was seeing as the washer's in the air. No way to do it. I gotta zoom out a little bit. There we go. None in the middle, 5 on. Right? Yeah, 5 on. 5 points. Couple just short. Ooh, let's zoom out. Couple just short. It's amazing because the washer's in the air. So you throw with the wind, you're getting very little air time. So the washer's not in the air very much. But when you throw against the wind, man, that washer's in the air probably 2 times as long. So not only do you lose the momentum, but it also, as mine spin in the air, I'm probably aiming about 6 inches left of the hole, the center, when I'm throwing against the wind. And I'm shooting way longer. But like, so then with the wind, the direction I'm moving right now, way less air time. Washers in the air, way less. You're not getting right to left movement, you're just getting front to back. So, I mean, it's strategic. And it's just so fun. So I'm gonna bang some in right here. Yes, we are. Dang it. And it's amazing how much better they feel going with the wind. Well, we get 3 in, 2 on, 11 points there. And stupid empty glass. So empty. So delicious. I think we might have to fill it up for the 3rd time. Indeed. Love that sounding bird. It's amazing. And I call to him like, oh man, like an amateur. And it's so weird. You hear him start calling, and so they call, you call, they call. You think that you're talking to him. You think they're hearing you. I mean, I have absolutely no proof of it because stupid bird senses, again, they probably hear every note better than I can. There's no way they think, hey, there's a bird over there I'm going to talk to. But you know what? It sure is fun. I freaking love it. Love the nature out here. I'll try to call the birds. Shoot, every night. The owls come out at night. You hear them quite a bit. They're fantastic. The birds during the day. I mean, shoot, I call the aliens. I don't care. Bring them down to me. I haven't figured out how to attract them yet. Like bird call, I kind of got. Yeah, they love it over there. The owls, I mean, yeah, I don't do a good owl call at all. Never even really tried, but they definitely hear you. They definitely see you. They had a bald eagle on my land. Yep. Saw it fly over, just happened to be outside. Saw it fly over. And you see the shadow. It's so weird. Like out here, it's a lot easier to see the shadow going across the ground and then find the bird than just look in the air and see birds and whatnot. And a lot of vultures out here, you know. The vultures are cleaning up the mess, nature's mess. And so I saw a shadow larger than a normal bird, and I was like, vultures, we got dead animals somewhere. Nope, bald eagle. I was able to pull out my telescope and actually capture a pretty badass image of it. Ended up landing on, so out here, you can kind of see these electrical lines. Yep, way out there in the distance, you see them. And so it landed on one of those and just chilled. So I had time to get my telescope out, find it. I'll zoom in on it. Man, it was fantastic. And then put the lens of my phone up, see if we get a good picture, and sure as hell we did. It was awesome. So sure it'd be sweet if we get a good glimpse of a fun animal out here. Hey, you post enough of these out here, you probably will. So, all right, let's throw some washers. Sick of having such a poor showing. Let's throw against the wind really nicely here. Yeah, that was poor. Very poor. Very tough against the wind. Man, quite a few short. You can see them. 1 in, 2 on. 5 points. I mean, I'm getting about half to maybe a third of the points going against the wind compared to with the wind. So if you're playing friends for money or not friends for money, or you might take with the wind if you're playing 1v1. So, and it's so weird. So I'm down here, got the camera on, just standing here. Leaves are blowing like crazy just beyond me. But I hardly feel any draft at my back. So weird. And then when you stand down there, 20 feet difference. You're down there, the wind's in your face, you really feel it. Feels like you're thrown against a very small tornado. And it's so inconsistent. Like right now, look, wind not blowing, trees, you can see them. Hardly moving at all. It's a good time to throw. Let's do it. Hold on, let's drink one more. God, sorry, I mowed the lawn today. I got crap in my eyes I'm trying to clear out. Have a nice sip of Restoration Rye. I'm telling you, pick it up whenever, wherever you can find it. Drinks like a way more expensive bottle than it is. $42. That's nice. Ooh, That was a good round. That was a good round of washer throwing. Missed one. We're gonna get the one that we missed right there. See it? Stupid washer. But as we pan, we got 5 in the middle, 15 points, 3 on the outside. That gives us 18. That one out in the grass out there, if it just would have gone in the middle, I would have had my first 21 point video. Oh, we're so close. We're gonna do it. 55 minutes in, 56. And we might go a little rapid fire. I've been just kind of standing here talking. Discussing whiskey, discussing washer strategy. Let's just throw. Let's do it. Man, that could have been a good round. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Here we go. Woo! What do we got? 2 in? Nope, just 1 in. 5 on. 8 points. Came off the hand better than 8 points showcase, but what are you gonna do? I'll tell you. We're gonna throw more washers. 3, 6, 9. You know what? I was thinking I might try to hold the phone. Of course, I'm not going to be looking at it as I'm throwing. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. This could be interesting. All right. Yep, that's brutal. I have no idea what I'm recording. I look down, it's off. All right, 1 in so far out of 2. Oh, wow. Sure did. Yeah, that was brutal. I think I would have rather had that camera pointed to the ground than see what you just saw there. Horrible. God, I really feel like there's a good round in me. I got 18 today. That's 5 points. That's horrible. 1 in, 2 on. All right. You know what bugs like washers too? See it? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gone. All right. Let's go down and back. 1 more with the wind, 1 more against the wind. We're going against the wind right now. Let's do it. I'm about an hour in, 59 minutes in. Drinking Restoration Rye from Castle and Key. 100% recommendation. Okay, I've had enough of it. Where's it rank on the ryes I've reviewed so far? I've done Pikesville, Limousine, Willet, 4-year. You know, I think the Pikesville I just love. I think it's second. I think I would put it ahead of Willet. Pikesville, my favorite so far that I've been able to post. Pikesville Rye. But I'm telling you, this is... And Pikesville rye is probably not for everybody. It is bold, 6-year, 110 proof. But this at 3 years, 106 proof, God, such great flavor. Just, God, it holds up. I'm on my 3rd glass. Just as good as the first. It holds up. I mean, it really makes you want more. That's what you want. So here we go. Second best rye I've had on a post on YouTube so far. Whew. You might have saw chips come off on that one. See, what sucks is, so your good throws, they just cut through the wind. Doesn't even affect them. 2 in. They're in there. Wait a minute. Nope, 1 in. 1 in, 3 on, 6 points. Oh no, 2 in. There it is. I knew I put 2 in. That's 9 points. But what sucks is, so you're throwing, you're trying to adjust for the wind a little bit. You know, it's pushing your washer left. At least it is for me. And then you throw a fantastic washer. It just cuts through the wind. It's beautiful. Right through there. Right in the middle. Like, well, damn, I don't need to adjust for the wind. Well, then your next one, you think you throw exactly the same way. Comes off just a little different. Little bit different angle on it. So you'd love to have it flat, but it might just come in just a little bit heavy like that, right? Oh, the wind's gonna push it. And so it's definitely an adjustment. Almost per throw. But thrown this way, God, I think I can make some. Let's go. That was freaking brutal. Man, a lot of noise. What probably looked like coming off the hand were good washers. 6 on the board, none in there. Look at that empty, stupid box. Damn it. All right. I think I'm gonna throw a couple quick rounds because I feel like it's coming off good. I'd like to try to get to 21 sometime. So I'm gonna throw against the wind here, with the wind one more time. We're gonna call it a day. Let's go. First 5 had great lines, bad distance. Got none in? I really thought I got one. Looks like 6 on, 3-6. For 6 points. Man, look at those right over the top. Look good coming out of your hand, sound good. Come down here, not so good. Disappointing. All right, last row of the night. 369. Beauty. We're an hour, 5 minutes in. Did you learn anything from today? Castle and Key Restoration Rye. get a stinking bottle of it. Just enjoy it. It's about 90 degrees today. I couldn't love it anymore. Nice soft ride. Dang it. I was hoping I'd finished a little stronger. Didn't quite do it. Didn't quite do it. We got 3 in. No, just 2 in. 4 on. 10 points. And I guess we'll leave it at that. Little double digit finish. But you get your hands on some Restoration Rye, please give it a try. It's delightful. Thanks again for watching Whiskey and Washers. Have a great evening.